welcome to Atlanta and Company. I'm Christine Pilara, so happy to be with you. And I should say welcome back to all of you mommies and daddies out there who got to enjoy a glorious week of spring break. Listen, I know this morning it was hard getting up. Why do you think I'm wearing this ponytail? This very messy ponytail. It was so nice to sleep in last week, but you know what? We are back to reality. We're back to school, back to packing lunches, but it's all good. I know, it's not sounding all good. It is all good. I hope you had a wonderful week. Someone who is always a bright spot in my life and who can rock a pony like nobody's business, the one and only Kara Kinnear. Kara, not only are we coming off of an awesome spring break week, but also an awesome wedding weekend honoring one of our own who you guys have known for many years because we've forced her into many a segment on camera. That is our producer, Michelle Stuckey, who is Michelle Stuckey no more, right?
Yes! Yay! Hello, my friend. It was glorious seeing you and celebrating with all of our dear friends and people that are like family to us. So congratulations to Michelle and Sam, Mr. and Mrs. Whitfield, getting a shout out on the blackboard today. We love you guys. What a lovely, light-filled, glorious weekend it was. Thank you so much for including us in your love. All right, my friend, let's get this week started with some It's All Good stories in honor of the newlyweds. All right, we're going to start out with a young lady. I know, me too. Mrs. Jennifer Beater. And Miss Beater, I was saying as I read this story, I could feel the love in her soul because she seems like such a kind human. She's only 35, but a few years ago, she decided she wanted to be a foster parent, and so that is what she did. She applied for foster children. She received 3 siblings that she wanted to keep together. Now they are 10, 8, and 6, and immediately after meeting them, she said, I want to be forever family with these 3. So she filed for adoption. They are now legally adopted with her. Such a glorious celebration took place, a parade in their neighborhood, as you can see there. And she also has a baby, Finnegan, whom is 5 months old. And here is what Jennifer had to say in her own words about this experience.
Now they just get to be children and heal and be happy and loved, and they are so loved. It's not just me, it's my entire family.
Such love you can hear in her voice. And 8-year-old Madeline had this to say in the article too, Christine. I loved it. She said, what this means to me is that we can be a forever family. We will never be separated again, and we will live happily ever after. Now, Madeline, I will tell you, it's not always going to be happily ever after. There'll be some ups and downs, but we are so happy here on the show that you guys can experience all those together. Love that.
Kara, you know what? Just hearing her voice quiver with emotion. But the simple thing that she said, the simple sentiment, that now all they have to worry about is just being children. I mean, meaning just live their lives. Can you imagine that feeling of getting comfortable in a home, but knowing, oh, this isn't going to be my forever home? You know, and what they must feel like now, knowing that that is their family, they're where they belong. So I love that. What an incredible, incredible spirit and woman to do that. Not just one, but 3. Making 3 children.
Yes, very important to keep them together because she had known that they'd been separated previously and wanted to make sure that they grew up as a unit. So I love that, Jennifer. We love you here on the show and celebrating all that family is. All right. I think we have time for the next one really quickly. This comes from this great state of Indiana. This is about a couple, Nelson and Sandy Neighbors. And Nelson had a form of pulmonary fibrosis, which qualified him. He needed to have a liver transplant, which he received in 2018, thankfully, and he's doing quite well. But then, of course, COVID hit. And so they were extremely cautious and didn't leave their home, didn't get to see their grandkids, you know, really facing so much isolation. But the neighbors recently got their 2nd vaccine shot. They waited a few days. They thought, you know what, we're going to go out back into society. And so they went to their local Bob Evans, and here's where a little magic took place, because upon telling the hostess that he was an organ transplant recipient, they got seated, you know, a little socially distanced from everyone else like they were doing. And the table nearby said she overheard them. She has 4 kids of her own. So she wanted to pay for their dinner, and that's just what she did. She paid for them. Her daughter actually also had a heart defect, so she had been through the transplant system, if you will. So this family paid it forward to the neighbors who were eating close by. Then a kindness circle sort of started happening because everybody started paying for everybody else's meals. So I think they did it 2 times, 3 times. The manager was saying that people were paying for each other. So just a nice circle of kindness taking place at a local Bob Evans. And we're glad everybody's healthy and happy. Mm-hmm.
You get a meal, you get a meal, you get a meal, Kara. I love it. Pay it forward today, guys. Somehow, some way, shape, or form. Maybe even in just the Starbucks line. I love that. Right? I mean, it's just the simple act of kindness that can really just turn your whole day around. So thank you, Kara. Thank you, my love, for sharing the light and the love as you do each and every day. And guys, if you have something that you want to share with Kara, please just reach out to us at facebook.com/ATL&Co or tweet us using that hashtag. It's all good. It certainly is.